I figured my mom's just tough on me on that because she always reminds us. Like, she remembers where she came from, just like the way you're talking about it now. You know, she's like, it's about, yes, grateful, but that's why from the youngest age I can remember, she would bring us to the villages, to the urban poor communities, and it's like, look at this. You know, it's like you gotta it's kind of like now everybody knows it as a Spider-Man quote, but I'm pretty sure it went way before that. Okay, but with a lot of power comes big responsibility. Let's talk with Sara. Well, we're in Jakarta during the rainy seasons right now, so we moved rather than getting rained on. And in case you hear sound of the rain, or actually, I was going to mention, it's been a long time since I heard the noise of the ice cream. Was it, you know, the seller, you know, whatever it is, with the jingle. But that's how you know you're in a housing complex.
Right.
Let's move on to, okay, so that was your childhood.
Yeah.
What shaped you to be who you are now. I want to maybe touch upon something that rarely we hear. How did you meet your wife? Let's go into that, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
A little bit of romance, a little bit of love story.
I married twice. The first one I met in college, and then after some time we didn't work out, and then we broke up. And since 2009, actually, basically I live alone until 2015. So when I was called by the president to be minister, I was alone. Then after a while,
Single fighter.
After a while, it was my kids, my children, to push me. That it's been a while. So you need to have a new life, and then.
See, we now, you know, not just nowadays, but we don't really hear that, where the kids are the ones who are going, Daddy, we love you.
Yeah.
And I think it's time you find someone new.
And then because I have so many kids, I was thinking I don't think there is a woman to what do you call, willing to be my
put up with all that
with the problem.
With all your it's not just you, it's like you got to be able to take on the rest.
So actually I was almost okay, let's just continue living like this, because
You're
I don't know
already.
I don't want to have somebody new than taking care of my many kids. Then suddenly in March 2015, my classmate, my friend in the college approached me, and then I will introduce you to somebody. And then I said, look, I'm in this kind of situation. I don't have time. I don't have
time to woo anybody. No time for romance.
And I don't have
no
a room.
No wonder your kids said you better find someone new. If you feel like I've got no time to go and date someone,
and
just let her appear.
Make sure that the lady that you want to introduce to me is someone who just
willing to put up.
And you know what we call mencari teman tua.
Yes.
So looking for a friend.
Yeah.
So then I remember 30th of March 2015, first time I met. And the second time was...
Oh, see, you are capable of being romantic. You even
No.
You even know the date.
We had 4 people meeting together, and then it's only less than 1 hour. Then the second meeting was 16th of April.
Yes, I definitely need to go home and ask my husband whether he remembers when was the first date we met. And the second, you even remember the second. Goodness me. See, okay, yeah, you're definitely, okay, you're romantic at heart. You are.
I don't know, but it was very fast process, very quick process, and then the next step is introducing her to my kids,
Yes.
and I said you have to go to the fit and proper test, whether you are.
That's how you know you're a politician, when you use the words fit and proper test.
And one by one, I don't know. After the meeting, and then I gather with my kids, and then what do you think? Well, this is. I think we feel comfortable. Then, the next month, I came to the house, to her house, and then introduced me, and then kind of.
You were proposing.
Yeah. Then, the 5th of June, we got married.
So that was a very quick.
Very quick. And we both understand, we both realize that this is very risky, risky process, but with the term of we don't have anything else unless we're looking for friends. Then I managed to have I think the kids are happy, she's happy, and I myself.
I was gonna say, like you're saying,
no,
how about you?
My friend said, no, you have a better smile, you shape better, and you look happier. So that's just my, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy, and one thing that I have to tell this story. She came from, I think, settled family. It's only 4 brother and sister, and every brother and sister have 1 kid. So very comfortable life, very regular life, and then she didn't expect that my childhood, my past life is so hard. Of course, she listened to some people, but I don't think she believed that
it was that difficult.
Yes, and so
that
first
rough.
time I brought her to my village, and during the night we sit down, and then kamu gila, you are crazy. You are crazy.
To have overcome all that.
Yeah.
I have an idea, sir. Next time, I hope you're not tired of getting on my show. I hope there's gonna be a next time. How about we go to your village, right?
Why not?
You know, and to show people, not just people abroad, because I don't think, I think so many of our youths, especially those who are living in Jakarta, in Surabaya, in the big metropolitan cities, so many of them are not, they only see what the media shows, and then hardly any of them watch
the
TV
cover
anymore. I think it's time we show, like, you know, this is what people are still facing. And that's not even outside of Java. This is still in Java.
Yeah.
What it was like for you growing up, right? And is the house still there?
It's already renovated, but we still have some example that
Of how it was
the
before.
situation.
Oh, but it's still in the family.
Yes.
You guys are still. Yeah, it's
Still.
the same with my family as well.
So the more I bring her to the village, and I think what this end up is more appreciative, more respect, because we can show the kids, we can show to the young generation that, hey, if you want, if you work well, if you work hard, and then do the right thing, you can move up.
Right.
That's kind of
So
appreciation.
Is that your, or maybe my question is, what's the biggest message, or what's the most important message you usually tell your children, or you would tell the younger generation? What's the most important message?
I have my oldest daughter, which is now in the graduate school in Seattle. Somebody approaching her, and the guy want to know her, and then it's kind of serious, and then ask me, what's your opinion? I said, I talked to all the daughter that I have. I have only 2 criteria. Number 1 is honest. Number 2 is responsible. As long as they have 2, then you are okay. Because eventually, if you're honest, if you have integrity, then you can go.
Integrity.
Right.
Keyword right there.
And if you are responsible person, then you will fight to fulfill your obligation. So I don't want to limit my kids with the too many criteria. So that is the message to them. So
It's not just for future sons or daughter-in-laws, right? It's also for them.
yeah.
Okay, well, for those of you who are interested in having him as your father-in-law, now you know the criteria.
I have three daughter, and then still another two boys available.
Oh my God, this is totally Indonesian show. When you have a parent promoting his children, it's usually the moms. But now I'm hearing this from, this is rare. This is rare when the father is the one promoting. Okay, well, you all know now, you want to have Sudirman Said as your father-in-law. Okay, you got two criteria he's looking for. You better be honest. It means you have integrity, and you better be responsible, okay? Be ready to look after his children or else. Please. This is why I'm saying it's Indonesian. I don't think you see it in any other culture where the parents, but we see this all the time. Okay, so you said earlier as well, you like to, what do you say? You like to look at all these other youths that are coming from your, the village, and you'd like to also help them out, and in what ways do you think?
Let me put in different perspective. I was behind the Indonesian Teach Indonesia movement, Gerakan Indonesia Mengajar. I with Pak Anies
together
was in the kitchen. I did fundraising. I organized the conceptualizing.
And for those of you who don't know the Indonesia Teach Indonesia movement. It was very big.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us. That's how we actually knew about Pak Anies in the past. That was how I first found out about him. Is again sending teachers, or just anybody really who have the passion to teach. And I think there's also something like this in America as
Teach
well.
America.
Teach America.
Teach for America.
This is Teach Indonesia movement, where they go to the villages in the far reaches and teach, right?
Yes.
So you are a part of that movement.
Right. And actually inspired by the story that I passed through, right? So I believe that somebody who understands the hardship of the people, who live with them, and then who have patience how to solve the problem, will be successful person. And that's why the selection is very competitive, and then we send very bright students, very bright graduates, and also averagely they are activists in the campus, in the school. And I did it again when I was Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, which I established what we call Patriot Energy Patriot. So sending the bright people, especially in the engineering department, to help people in the very hard condition to solve the energy and water issue.
Yeah, because clean water is still a big issue in Indonesia.
So I think this kind of movement is also can be institutionalized, and then even can be copied as many as possible, to give the opportunity for the young people who grew up in your condition, very nice, very comfortable, then who understand what is the real life of Indonesia. And then once they come to the position of leadership, whether it is in business, in education, or in the government and politics, they already understand that there are so many people who live in hardship and have a connection. And I one by one all my 7 kids, look, you have to do this. I'm not dictating them, but I just open up the the map, and it's up to you whether you want to go to the government or to the business or to don't play politics until you have money.
Key. Okay, underline that, capital letters. Okay, bold. Don't go into politics until you have money.
Because politics has to be seen as a service, not taking, but service.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So this my what do you call my way to bring them to
because
the
so
reality.
many activists,
Yeah.
usually it starts from there, right? They're an activist because they care about an issue,
Yes.
and then they go into politics.
Right.
But when you're an activist, you don't necessarily have money, and this is a huge issue.
What make politics become disaster is because you saw it, you put it as a what you call step to what you call tangga, footstool, yeah. That's why you become bupati, you want to be governor. You become governor, you want to be the president.
Let's talk with Sara.